Nachos, shout out my vatos, shout out the hoes that's watching me like my vatos. Click, on them.
Yo, Carolina Blue 6, hottest bitch on the block. You Socko Project, high school got signed broke the platinum hits. Tito was the same shit, got a platinum wrist, they say I'm stush, cause I cover my bush and that don't think about I'm a hot little mama. Stunner, slim, skin cup.
I am the star in any room that I stand in.
Money fetish, wanna see me where your bed is? Hey yo, Playboy, y'all got to give me 5 letters like Prada, Jacob, Fendi, Boots, C, Dior, Chloe, Suits, Range, Rover, Gucci, shoes.
Yo, wait. I don't think people understood that back then. And I had recently seen somebody say something about Foxy Brown song Fallen on Twitter, right? Now, me personally, when that song dropped in 2001, the way when she said, you got to give me 5 letters, when she said that and everything she said after that was 5 letters in it, it was just crazy. Like, yo, I felt like that shit was a little underrated, to be honest with you. Let me bring that back a little bit, but I felt like that shit was just fire. And I seen somebody say that on Twitter, like maybe like a few months ago. And it was just like, yo, Foxy Brown really flipped that. Yeah, she did. She killed that shit. So.
Don't say goodbye, I'm a hot little mama. The #1 stunner, slim, skin copper. Like Bear Party, that gravy proper. Got a money fetish, wanna see me where your bed is? Playboy, y'all got to give me 5 letters like Prada, Jacob, Fendi, Boots, C, Dior, Chloe, Suits, Range, Rover, Gucci, shoes, first class, flat class, Paris, nigga.
Yo, she killed that shit. This is off the Broken Silence album, the album, Nicki Minaj fell in love with. This is the album that made me stand Foxy Brown too. Like, this was it. I'm telling you, it's something about the first, second, and the third album. It's something, I don't know. I feel like the defining moment for me for Foxy was album 3. That's when I knew back then. That's when I knew she was officially better than Kim. And then for Nicki, her third album, The Pink Print, that just made all the sense for me. So. If I was a child, yeah. And she came at Jay-Z in the second verse.
If I was to die, be too many cowards alive. Fox, Brown, Bonnie, minus the Clyde. And today, I'ma make this one promise to God. Even if I go wood, I'ma keep it so hood. And I got chills when I signed my deal. And I shed tears when Biggie and Pac got killed. It's only one of the broad that really got skills. She's alright, but she's not real brown. I'm hot with no rehearsal time. And I stays on tour like the circle line. Ain't a bitch that could emulate my classic delivery. I rep New York like the Statue of Liberty. Mentally, I'm in my own zone, holding my spot. Fox, basically, I'm the female populace. Like my life is a thesis. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking Swedish. I niggas don't get it in. Yeah, I'm balling. The streets keep calling. Lord, take my soul. I feel.
Yo, I was so pissed off from my last live when that shit did that to my audio. It would be okay if it was like for a few seconds, but when that shit did that. The last verse is crazy, how she ran down her resume, and it just was crazy. So just listen. What? Why they keep on calling me? Listen.
Before me, there was many, but none so hot. They had no other choice but to run their spot. Rock since 15, I was bound to ball. Think it's time I run my resume down to y'all. See, touch me, platinum, ain't no gold. Total, 500,000 sold. Ill 9 or 2.8, the firm another mill. When China Dog came, it's pretty much the same. And everything we rap about, you see us do. Now we stay in demand like PS2. A lot of planes, a lot of cars, a lot of chauffeurs, a lot of Louis, a lot of Prada loafers. Couple dollars, and with that is what I bought my range. Pretty and red, got a lot of ass off my name, man. Yeah, I'm balling, the streets keep calling. Lord, take my soul.
Yeah, that's definitely an underrated song from Broken Silence. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that song enough, but yeah. So listen, this is your boy LaRon, female rap elite, back again. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for you know, what happened with the last live. I felt like that shit threw me off. Low key, I was like, yo, I'm about to just not, because you know, Nicki's about to go live in like 30 minutes, right? So the crazy thing about it is, you know, I wanted to do my commentary about the Cardi B rolling loud. It's a couple of things I wanted to talk about in terms of when it comes to Cardi B, especially that I wanted to, it's crazy, right? Now, I don't know about anybody else, but like I be having free time, but sometimes I really just be chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? And I be wanting to do content. Like yesterday, I had all of my shit laid down. I was like, let me do this video. And I just, you know, I was just chilling. Like sometimes when I got downtime, I really just be trying to like take advantage of it. And my downtime don't always mean like, you know, make a video or whatever, but it's you got to stay consistent with it. But I just try to, but I also feel like if I don't feel like it, I don't try to force it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring that up because that happened the other day. And hold on a second. Where's that? Where did that happen at? Where do I want to start off first? I think I want to start off with the whole Chloe and Beyonce thing, right? So this is my own personal opinion. Now, I want to say this. I feel like a lot of the times when people go through things, like like for example, what Chloe's going through, right? I feel like mixed in the noise of a lot of people who may be giving the critique to Chloe. I feel like there are some genuine concerns as far as like things that she didn't do or whatever the case may be. Like I think it's a lot of people who want to see Chloe do well, and you know they probably support her. I'm not gonna lie and make it seem like I listen to the music. Hold on a second. On live. They know what I mean. I said I'm on love. All right. So Chloe Bailey, you know, I feel like like a person like me, right? I didn't say this is how I felt honestly. This is my true sentiment. You want to know what? They said that Beyonce picked this. Who picked the song? No, she didn't pick that song. Beyonce picked another single for her, right? Anyway, we all have our markers in life. Like when I see certain things, it gives me the signs that something either good or bad is going to happen, right? Now, I don't know about you, but back in the day when Chloe sampled that song with Chris Brown, back in the day, I want to tell you this. If you know anything about that, was it the Confessions album, right? If you know anything about the song Throwback, right? Do you know how the hood flipped it with the Jadakiss remix and I just need that was a crazy song. That song means a lot like to the black R&B community in my opinion. Now, and you know what? I'm not even going to say because I can look up the streams and all of that. Throwback is a huge Usher B side. It's huge. Throwback was huge in the hood. I don't know about where you from. Let me know in the comments if you know about Throwback. When that song did not blow up and people did not jack that sample, that was a marker to me that something's a little off because when I listen to the song, I'm gonna be frank with you, right? I don't really talk about Chloe a lot, but I did listen to the song, right? The song wasn't bad. But when that song didn't take off, and I didn't see a lot of you got to realize this, right? When people do these sampling and things like that, right? They can narrow down. They can either do pop samples or they can narrow it down and bring it back to the urban hood or whatever. I'm pretty sure there are some people who heard the original song and they're probably like, "Oh, I like it" or whatever. There has to be some people out there. There's always some outlayers. There's always people out there who be like, oh, "Okay, they did like the song or whatever," because I didn't think it was terrible. But when that song didn't blow up, that song should have blown up because that song was huge. And that, like, if Beyonce sung over that single, that would have been like, what? People would have connected it. That's like, oh, she sampled Usher. It was almost like people didn't even really care about that, in my own opinion. Maybe I'm out the mix, but I don't feel like people really cared. So that led on to people saying that, you know, oh, Beyonce, she should have did this, they should have did whatever the case may be. Let me tell you something. All of that, how I say, like, it's a conglomerate. Like, I feel like Chloe Bailey Megan Thee Stallion, they're all in the same pool as far as like what they have access to, different things that they can do, different stages, different performances they can do, different events that they can attend. It's like, like when you're spoiled and you can go behind like and just do anything. They let you behind the cash register even though you don't work there. It's like she gets to do little shit like that. Like, and it makes them feel important. Like Megan was at the CMTs for no reason at all. At all, but she just was there for photo op, and even though she don't have a song in that market, it just didn't make sense. And I'm a person, again, I say this again, I believe that there should be more diversity at the CMT Awards for sure. There should be more diversity, but I just felt like that was, when you see things and it's not subtle and it's just blatant, just pushed promotion, to me, it's a turn off. Like with Cardi B, after she got off stage and she ran off that Rolling Loud and she had to post the tweets and the text messages of the guy saying that it was this many people there. But based on what I seen, the crowd wasn't really engaged like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, listen, I would be a liar to say I didn't hear anybody screaming her name, but it wasn't the reaction that I feel like, and she knows that too. She knows it. And then Kyle, he made that post. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me stay on Chloe. See, that's how you go off. But that shit, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so much with Cardi B. She's literally like, I'm telling you, you could give it away to somebody. She is, if you want to like write an essay about some music or something and you want to just point out her, she has so many bullet points. You know, when you need an essay and you just need some points, it's so easy with her. It really is. It's so easy. Because Cardi, she's a conundrum. But anyway, let's focus on Chloe. So Chloe, her album didn't do what it was supposed to do, right? And then people were blaming Beyonce. Now, number one, I analyze things to the core, and you'll understand what I'm saying when I move on. Now, I know that Chloe is out here and they may, cover certain songs and sing songs, but they don't really do what they did where people knew them and like the people who really loved them. I feel like they don't do that anymore. And I feel like that's really important. And yeah, you may have got signed and affiliated with Beyonce, whatever the case may be. But I feel like I went through their YouTube channel today and they don't even post personal content that's like that. You know how many people that you could have got with the views that they was getting, and if you were just getting those views, say, hey guys, it was nothing personal. My album is out, did a little live or something. Why are you above going live? You used to go live before. Why these people see the dollar signs in their eyes and they don't want to go live? They don't want to go live no more. I want you to, like, people, this is what I'm saying. If I could say anything to, and I think a lot of even huge artists get this, but I feel like if I could say anything to just anybody, like, you gotta be able, hold on a second. You gotta be able to, what the fuck happened? Give me a second. All right. So you gotta be able to like have normalcy. The crowd would have been lit. They were better off bringing Nicki. Okay, you talking about the Rolling Loud. So Chloe, so they're not doing the things that was a huge miss. When I looked at that YouTube channel, I went to their channel completely surveying when was the last time they posted a video singing a duet, talking to their fans, or doing anything. Not, you don't even need your sister to do it. You're a solo artist at this point. Y'all both doing your own individual thing. You could go to the YouTube channel, talk about your new album. The channel where y'all both have uploads of your music says Chloe and Halle. So I understand that though. It's a business. Chloe and Halle is a business. They're sisters, right? Dope, right? So all of their music, there's no separation. There's no Halle channel. There's no Chloe channel. So I expected, and I ain't see it in a while. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed a little cute upload or something. But what I consistently did not see on that YouTube channel was the way that people found you, and people lose that. That was the point that I was trying to say. Like, you need normalcy, but you can't lose you can't. I know that people get big, right? There's a part of me that wants this, and I know that this is so far away, but Nicki will never be like, and you got to understand too, if you watch that Lumi D interview, what Lumi D said is that she doesn't want to do nightclubs. And if you want me to translate that for you further so that you can understand, she doesn't want just regular, like, and I understand it because you got to realize this. Kanye West, he never was a nightclub performer. How huge Kanye West got, that nigga was doing arenas. He was doing like he might do something. I don't even think Kanye West ever been on the what they call them, and I think that they BB Kings. I don't even think he been on a BB Kings level. He too big, too big. Kanye always straight to arenas. Now I'm gonna say this to you, right? I know you might think that this is delusional, but growing up and me loving the locks and then me seeing like the grind and like the movement of like the DMX wasn't a fucking, he might have did nightclubs when he was young, but DMX blew up fast. He was arenas. He was arenas. DMX might have did shows and shit like that and battled on his grind, but he did arenas. DMX was huge. And I felt like I felt like if I ever made it like that, I would never want to be no, because you got to realize this, right? Not only is it more, it's dangerous anywhere, right? But you got to think about it. I used to see the locks coming upstate and doing shows, and in the mind frame of a fan, you like, oh, the lock's gonna be there, so you know that they're gonna be parking somewhere in the venue. You don't think that they thinking about you thinking about that? Yo, I remember we rolled past, we seen them there. Yo, they had niggas out there. They was just like militant, just ready for anybody. Like, what angle y'all coming from? Whatever. It's like but it's like a lot of artists, to be honest with you, that's why those artists that's from the hood is they kind of like clouded because they like, yeah, they come out there, they be like, we perform anywhere, we come in anywhere to get the money. So they might have to come to the hood to get that $15,000 check or whatever the case may be. But you gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? It's difficult. It really is, but it is what it is. DMX at huge festivals. These white people always come out for him. Exactly. Where did I seen DMX at the House of Blues down here? Yep. But he had that shit sold out though, and people was screaming his songs word for word. DMX is a huge artist. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, back to Chloe. I felt like it was a huge miss based on the things that they people got to know them for. That was a huge miss. Why wasn't you still? I ain't saying now that you're a mainstream artist, you know, in quotation, I mean, Chloe is a she that's what she's aiming for. She's a mainstream artist, right? Um I know that you can't do covers of everybody's song, right? Because that's like, but maybe you can. Who cares if you promote? And if the universe, if you promote their song and their song gets more spins or plays, shit, they might throw you on the remix and it might make more sense because you know made the shit go viral. It's like know your power. That's what I'm tired of with people, right? I get tired of people not knowing their power and you got to constantly like remind them of it. It's like, what were you known for? It's like, do you ever sit back and just reflect, like, what the fuck? Like, I know that I have some misses. I have some huge misses, especially like with marketing and doing stuff for my business. I have some huge misses, but I got to correct them because you only have a certain amount of time. But I don't like people who just don't see it and can't like reflect. Nah. But anyway, before I forget about that, the Lumi D thing, she said she didn't want to do nightclubs because she wanted to do festivals. She didn't give the reason, but I'm telling you, nobody wants to really do that nightclub circuit. Not saying that we don't enjoy nightclubs, but as an artist, when everybody their eyes is on you, they got to get up in there, they got to get out of there. You don't know who's lurking, who's watching. You don't know the hands of the person who's booking you. And let me tell you something that put me onto that. Now, I remember before, this was like years ago, I was like talking to like Foxy Brown's manager because I remember this guy, like he just seen me on Twitter and he was like, he thought that I was affiliated with her, but I wasn't. But I had reached out to her manager and he pretty much told me like how much XYZ is. So she asked to send the information and then basically the message back was like, come on, like who is this person? Like you know, she was like, somebody booking you is a big deal. They have access to you. She was like, would I look like letting this person have access to me for 2 days? Like, nah, it just didn't sound right. So I'm telling you, all money is not good money. Imagine you see, you might be going in the mind because we all want the money. Real talk, it sound good, right? But imagine you, they be like, okay, Patrick Brunet, yo, we want you to come to Chicago, Illinois on Friday. The bag is 18,000. Hulu's Hulu's Hookah Lounge. You look up Hulu's, that shit is hooded out. Security is iffy. Reviews is crazy. Always fights. Boom, boom, boom. 18,000. You going to get that bag? You don't know what you're gonna expect. See, and that's the thing that I felt like with Vaughn and Asian Doll, they was all on that hookah club lounge. Like, not saying that shoot that shit can't go down anywhere, but I just feel like when you do venues and shit like that, it'd be a little different because the security is different. But when you do these little hood spots, yeah, And the artists love that shit because I remember when Foxy came to upstate New York, she was like, I don't give a fuck how many millions of records I sell. I'm always gonna come back and fuck with the hood. And she was like on her little hood run, got that money, ran all the way up and down upstate New York, Connecticut, Boston, all of that shit. They artists do that, especially New York artists. You could tell when they on their season because you'd be like, oh, what's the name coming this weekend? And then you'll start seeing flyers online that they in Utica, they in Rochester, they like, oh, they doing they run, they getting their money. Yeah. They coming to get that cash. I like when I could see that because I mean you moving, getting your money. You know what I'm saying? I see Asian Dolls finally booked for a festival. What festival? I don't blame them about the nightclub. So anyway, before I get off Chloe Bailey, yeah, I felt like she lacked the original content. She lacked the original connection. I also felt like Beyonce and Megan, Beyonce, Megan, Chloe, they all benefit off that Rock Nation conglomerate, and Chloe has been afforded the opportunity to do many of things and to perform on different places. So it's like what the miss was the marketing to me. The miss was the connection to me. That's what it was. I don't have any horrible thing to say about her. Yeah, her album didn't perform well, but shit, we could say she sold 10,000, but Megan, she sold 10,000, less than 10,000 pure. Megan sold like 6,000 in her last album, then a week after it did like 500. So it's like, come on. Did Chloe, but I mean, Chloe is not, to me, Megan is kind of promoted to be bigger than Chloe. Chloe is kind of like a I said mainstream because I know that she has popularity in her way, but I do feel like Chloe is still kind of like an indie artist, like in a way. I don't know. To me, it's more. She seems more indie. Mm-mm. Do I think it's wrong that Beyonce didn't post her album? I don't think she had to post it on Instagram. You know what You know what? I'm gonna say this because this was in my mind the other day when this shit happened. She could have did a post on her damn website. Chloe, I am so proud of you. Your body of work, your work ethic, the way your determination, the projects that that you had ahead of you and you were still able to come out with this beautiful body of work. I love you. B in a nice signature. People would have posted all over the blogs. Beyonce posted Chloe on her website with her album. I do think that she should have acknowledged it, especially if that's her artist. But I know some people said that Chloe is not opening for the tour. You know that Beyonce always has surprises and things like that. Um, I don't know. I want to say this because this was a thought that came through my mind as that was happening too, right? I remember when Remy Ma album came out in 2005, right? So her album came out in 2005. And I remember when her album came out, the beef started with her and Fat Joe. And I remember one thing she said was this. She said, when my album came out for the first week, she said, nigga, you was supposed to have that. And so you got to think about it. Fat Joe is a legend. So back then, Remy Ma coming up and having Big Pun and Fat Joe, which Fat Joe was a legend. He had access. With men, think about it. Nicki even said this. She said, why would y'all play my songs when I'm on a song with a man over more when it's by myself? And even the men have admitted it, right? So Remy and Nicki, they're both smart. They're gonna take advantage of that. You see Cardi try to get on tracks with niggas and it's burnout. It's like hot shit didn't work. Try to get Dirk and Kanye ain't trying to be yeah. Fuck out of here. You can't do it like the real ones. You can't. So Nikki and Remy, they to me, in my opinion, they can leverage that when they want to because when you're good, you're good. Not when you propped up and purported by a man who writing your shit and you hear courtesy of the next bull sack. So Remy was upset with Fat Joe because her album back then, she sold 32 to 35,000 pure copies. Megan didn't even do that her first week. Pure copies. Remy sold 32 to 35. I can't remember the number, but she sold that her first week because I remember she had like a website and she was on there and like she made a joke of it herself. And I remember her saying something like on the forum, like, "Yep," she was like, "I'm gonna take that and my 32,000 people who bought my album the first week." And you got to think about it, like. Shit, it's still 32,000 people who went out back then. People is that's tangible Go take the money out the pocket, debit card, even though you know it's probably more cash back then. Get the album, you paid for it, you had it, you supported it. 35,000. That's not a lot compared to the 100,000s that Little Kim and Foxy sold. It's not, but it ain't shit. It was around the area of that Trina, like Trina used to come out and sell like that. See, Trina, she, in my opinion, she made it look good. She did make it look good because Trina wasn't never no album seller. She was 20,000, 30 all the time. Trina ain't never did 70,000. She never did 100,000, never. But she would have little hits like on her first album. Even though the baddest bitch, even though it was heavily regarded, it really like it had the baddest bitch, and then she kind of threw out the pullover that ass too fat, and she had little like songs that you knew on there because they was really sexual. But to me, that album is still a classic in my opinion, though. But I feel like when you start playing it, you be like, damn, it is a lot of misses on it though. I do like a few songs, but I think it's classic just because it was just a time. And yeah. So Chloe is only signed to Beyonce management team. She is Beyonce artist. Chloe is only signed to Beyonce management team. Is she Beyonce artist? I think she is signed to Parkwood, right? Yeah. So I felt like Beyonce did. She could have did a little more, but who knows what's planned? Like you don't know. We don't know everything that's planned. Maybe she will pop out. But damn, all of the blogs would have posted like, "Oh, Beyonce did this heartfelt message to Chloe." Like, yeah, I felt like the support could have been there. So thinking about that, oh, I didn't execute. So with Remy Ma, she was like, Fat Joe, you were supposed to have my hand. And she said, nigga, you were supposed to be everywhere with me through the city, 106 in Park, Hot 97. She said they should. So that's what I was trying to connect it with. Remy was mad at Fat Joe because her album did 32,000 the first week out. And she said that the promotion was so lackluster. She was like, so they talking units. She said I had 150,000 units shipped. So she said I couldn't even sell 500,000 the first week. She was mad about that because they only shipped 150,000. But what I want to tell you is this though, right? Think about everything like this and process it like this. Just to put you up on some game so it just don't sound like chitter chatter to you, right? Remy was mad that the label did 150,000, right? Now, to me personally, I feel like Remy is worth 500,000 CDs to be put out, but I want you to this is why I always said that the music game is like the drug game. The distributor, if they don't think that you can bring 500,000 back, they're not going to put that out. So I'm just going to just say that. If they don't think that you can bring that back, it's like drug. You think what person, just because like imagine you like me, LaRon, and you like, oh my God, I love voicemail. I like best me. And you get signed, and it's like you think that they're just gonna ship 1 million just because you like a person. No, they gotta there's markers that you see across. Like to me, Nicki is a person. Now that physical sales are down, even though with Nicki in the United States, I would still on a release for Nicki, I would still ship 500,000 because you got to think it's the full United States, and that still might be under. I would ship 500,000 units for Nicki. It would just be kind of limited because music stores and everything are limited now, but the fans would find the music. So I think Nikki should. I think that Nikki could ship. I think she could ship even 1 million, honestly. But record labels, they not. I mean, distribution. If they don't feel as though that you could make, it's kind of like Hold on. It's like consignment. Like if they don't think that you could get these, if you can't get these packs off, they don't. Nah. If you can't get it off, they ain't gonna give you that much. It's like, yeah, okay, nigga, you ain't pushing pounds. We gonna give you an ounce. We gonna give you an ounce, nigga. We gave you a pound and it took you like 3 weeks to come back. We give niggas pounds and they come back within 2 days, nigga. Why it's taking you 3 weeks for the pound? Even though he brung all the money back in 3 weeks, nigga. Why it's taking you 3 weeks to get a pound on? Now I'm gonna throw you an ounce. Get your game up. That's exactly, you know what I'm saying? Nah, get your mind right. So if they see the static is out there is 500,000, they gonna throw it out there. That's like with Cardi, right? When they try to like make it seem like she sold so much with her first album, what are the pure sales? And don't blame it on, because if people want albums, they're gonna support it. I want to know what the pure sales are. I want to know. I'm interested. I want to know if 2 million people took their money out and went to iTunes and bought Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy. Shut me up. If you can prove to me that she sold 2 million pure out of that 4 million, if you can prove to me that she sold, no, that's 4 million. So let's say even with streams, you got to prove to me 3 million. I'm sorry. You got to prove that to me. And it can't just be single because of it can't just because Bodak Yellow and I like it and nah. It can't be because of that. It got to be because it's some traction. I want to see people who supported it. So if that sold 4 million, I want to see 3 million in sales, point blank. And you know damn well it ain't there. That's why, like, on some real shit, it'll be so hard for Cardi B to realistically catch up to Nicki. They might try to gas it and try to feed the streams into her album and shit, but she will never be caught up because, baby, the investment is different. You're not. This is why the concert crowds is looking the way that they are, because you're not tangible, baby. There's really no investment. There's push. There's just social push. That's all it is. Let's get Chloe off the screen. Let's see. So yeah, Beyonce could have did more. Chloe could have did more. Chloe could have did more regular things, whatever. I do understand the way that a lot of people feel with Chloe though, feeling as though Beyonce could have did more. So let me see if there's anything I wanted to catch on the come up. So Ice Spice, so she did that. It's 9:52. So Ice Spice, she did the okay. She did the Paper Magazine interview. So there's a few things people were talking about. So she was saying that she didn't want to have any cosigns or whatever the case may be. I want to say this. Now, Ice Spice said that she didn't want to have any cosigns, but didn't Drake cosign her? Drake co-signed her. That was like one of the biggest co-signs. So that kind of lost me. So, but I know what people, everybody, listen, let me tell you this, right? I don't give a fuck who you are. Everybody has to have some sort of fucking pride, right? You got to have some sort of pride and you got to believe in yourself in some sort of way. So shit, I don't blame her though. Like, but shit, maybe she didn't ask Drake to co-sign her. He seen that fat ass and he seen how cute she was. You know that she looks like something Drake's wants. You know that. We ain't even trying to be typical or shallow. You know that. You want me to tell you this? You might think that this is way off, but I think that Fabulous is somebody. I ain't saying that he wasn't her DMs, but Fabulous, because you know he got that swag. I don't know. I feel like he would want somebody like Ice Spice based on who I seen on his around his arm. So Fabulous. Come on, Drake showed this. She's bad and she's young. So Drake definitely co-signed her. I mean, and then now you got, but what is necessarily a cosign? Can I ask you that? Does a cosign mean like you getting signed or what? And listen, I have my own opinion on that too. I see. I don't want to say that because I don't want to be. Let me just. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. Do I want to say it? Do I want to say it? Do I want to say it? Um, I think it's tactics, right? I'm gonna say this. This is what I will say. I believe that there are tactics. Hmm. What I will say is this. I'm stalling because I don't really want to say it. Because once you say it, you can't take it back. I think that a lot of these female rappers are really smart because I noticed with Ice Spice, you can do a quick evaluation yourself. And I'm not trying to be funny. But when you follow big bar pages and you know that they talk about you and you know that, you know the benefit of it. You know, I actually had this conversation with somebody behind the scenes and I was just like, I don't know if I wanted to talk about it. This is why I was kind of like reluctant to kind of like mention it. But I do believe some people do know what they're doing. So you can't say that, like, of course people have there is going to be some people, right? There's one-off situations where a person could love the fuck out of Ice Spice and they might not like Nicki. But if you don't think that she knows that affiliation and then those Nicki fans who do love her and see their profiles and oh, she might follow them and then it's like boom, 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 then it's like it's dual promotion if you think people are not smarter, that girl is not dumb. Like, it's a lot of them that's not dumb like that either. I see it, and a lot of it at times I do think it is organic. Like, I do think Ice Spice has a lot of love for Nicki, but I don't know. I be feeling like it's weird sometimes with certain female rappers be following mad Nicki pages. It just be like, you do that because they have a big reach, or because if it was just a regular person tweeting, would you still follow? You just gotta think about it sometimes like that. I know I do. I just don't speak on it. I'll be like, what is the Now I could understand it if it was just a different type of thing, but that's a little. It's just a little. I would circle it and just put it in my mental. Just take a mental note of it. You know what I'm saying? So then, if something else did happen, I would just bring it out of I would bring my notation. This is why it's good to brainstorm, so you don't have to say everything. And I've been saying that I said that probably like 2 months ago in a conversation off platform. So, yep, I just said that it looked a little funny to me. I'm like, she's following a lot of big barb pages. She know what she doing. And then these people are saying stuff. And then some of these people who behind these pages, I be thinking they have multiple pages, the messy shit that they do and wake up to waking up and starting in the morning. I'll be like, damn, like, yo, just like me today. Today I was having my own opinions about the Rolling Loud and shit like that. But do you see me tagging any Cardi fans or mentioning them? No, I don't. I say what I say on my page. I don't ever tag, quote, or anything. Because when you bring them hundreds of people in and then you want to delete or go on private, you caused it. You did it. We all have a right to our own opinion. And unfortunately, some people just cause it to where no matter where they go and they say something, people are just gonna try to assassinate them, their character. But you just got to be built for it tough. You know what I'm saying? You have to. And is everyone going to listen to Nicki on AMP? Is she's about to be on there? Like, is it 2 minutes she's about to be on there? So, hold on a second. Let's see. Let me tell you, Ice Spice management follows Nicki's Minaj. There's more that goes on behind the scenes. So yeah, but listen. So all in all, what I was trying to say about that is that I believe that Ice Spice is fully aware of. All of these girls know what that is. It's like if you got the Barbs loving you and supporting you, why wouldn't you want, like, you know what I'm saying? Every artist I feel like that Nicki shows love to, they get that support. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not even gonna mention the other artist's name. I follow a lot of female rappers. London Hill, she just posted her snippet of her song on Twitter. I'm gonna be honest with you. So whatever's working out with them, with Nicki signing her, or whatever, but she's still unsigned right now, right? So I looked on Twitter. Her shit had over 40,000 streams on Twitter. And I know female artists who are signed, and when they do shit like that, they don't get views. And that shit is I'm telling you, look at certain things. I don't know if every day we just are fed so much data, and some of y'all just look at it and you just go on and you just know you gotta, like, this is why, like, I be cross-referencing. I'll be like, I'm like, damn, like, so she got 40,000 views, and I know XYZ, she's on this label, and it's like, that shit is weird to me. I'll be like, yo, what is it? That's the type of things that I'll be going through in my mind. I'll be like, what is it? Like, why? How? How could this person? It's like, so does this mean that when you're signed, it's like there's no magic that's pushing you, like, behind an algorithm or anything like that? Like, where is the audience? It's like, this is why I feel like, on some real shit, female rappers, not the ones, like, I feel like Ice Spice, she has something special. If she keeps it going, she'll keep moving. I feel like if Doja keeps it going, she'll keep it moving. Megan, keep it going, and hopefully you'll come with better music. Do your thing. Megan, to be honest with you, she's not a threat to me. I don't know why people be trying to, like, beseech her like she's on some lyrical kill shit. No, Megan, get your shit, do your hot girl shit. I don't have no issue with Megan, to be honest with you. Cardi, if anything, Megan deserves the positioning that they give Cardi. The reason why she looked like the house Negro running behind Cardi. If Megan have her ass at the Hot 97 Summer Jam, yeah, that's crazy. Music is hard right now, LeBron. Money ain't there like it used to be, and there is too much to consume. Yeah. But people got to come out with good enough music too. I believe the music just got to be good, and I feel like female rappers are getting deals like Happy Meals. That's what I meant to say. They're getting deals. It's just like everybody got a damn deal, like a damn like you know what I'm saying. And what are you getting signed for? See, a lot of these people they getting in these deals, and these who are these people signing them? Then these people got access to you. Then you ain't getting no money on the deal. It's like on some real shit. I'm gonna say this because I think it's a lot of shit that's unspoken. None of us know the truth or anything behind 1501 and Megan. I say that to say nobody don't know the truth. You don't know if Carl and Megan been intimate before. She signs in for $10,000. It's a whole different type of access. We don't know how she was around him before. We don't know what type of things that they did. You know, a nigga is probably never going to talk about, he ain't going to reveal if he was with her intimately or not. But they ain't going to talk about that. You know, he know. And then he would say little cues like, oh, she effed the whole industry. Now, I am not accusing Megan of it, but I wouldn't put it past her. I'm not accusing her of it. You signed for $10,000. In my mind, coming from the era that I'm coming from, $10,000 is an attachment. I'm signing to you for 10,000. What is the deal? What is the access? Where you put for $10,000? That's like real talk. I had a person who told me they wanted to invest in my business, and then when they told me the dollar amount, they wanted to invest like $15,000. So I'm gonna have a so even though I've been doing my business on my own for over 5 years, I'm going to be attached to you for 15,000. 15,000 is not going to put me to where I want to be right now. It's going to take more money than that, so it's not worth it. And I could get a loan for that, like you know what I'm saying, like 15,000. No, that's not worth it to me to be attached to a person. It got to be worth it. It has to be worth your while. So to me, shit, Megan, she kind of came up from that deal. If you think about it, we know that she got to be in a shitload of debt. Megan Thee Stallion, you know, when I said that don't hold you by the gallon, sitting on the Calabasas with the bastards. She got a bachelor's. Now she's trying to get a master's, but the truth is, Kelsey did the classes. No, they said that Kelsey did the classes. Good luck with your masters. Good luck with your motherfucking masters, bastards. Good luck with your masters, bastards. You and your bachelor's backwards. Yeah. So yeah, what's new? So Ice Spice, yeah, she got to be feeling herself. You know what I'm saying? She got to boost herself up and say that she hear people, in a way she was saying that she, hear people that's in her lane or whatever the case may be. Now, who do you think that is? I feel like I feel like Bia, yeah, she does. She had that little Ice Spice sound on the she had the Ice Spice sound on the I'm That Bitch record. Let me go. Actually, I want to go to Corb right now and share that and see how's that doing on radio. Dochi. Okay, Dochi. See what I'm saying? 6 million in radio. She deserved more than that. Why we gotta struggle for radio? It's like the black artists. It's like we gotta struggle. Where Bia at? I know Bia was up there. Bia, see, Bia had 4 million. Poor thing. Where she at? She had number 179 on spot on the last column is Shazam. So that's telling you popularity. But let's see where we at. Red Ruby the Sleeves, 15 million. Come on. We've been on the chart for how many days? 74 days? Hold on. No, that's days. Give me a second. 17 days. Okay. So 17 days been out on the charts and we got 15 million. Let's see. All right. So number 62, Shazam. 177, Apple Music. We need more, or is that Spotify? We need more radio for sure. What else? What else? Let's see what Lotto is. Let's see if they still pumping Payola into Lotto, or if they just let her slide off. Lotto, what's she gonna do? She losing. She lose. See, they giving up on lottery. Yeah, that looks like they pulled the. That's over. Mm. You know what? When I went to the supermarket, I got that Gold Peak. It's the Gold Peak lemonade tea because I like Arnold Palmer, right? But you got to be more economical. Shit, inflation, everything costs so much. So I got the Gold Peak tea, and to be honest with you, I like it better than a Chick-fil-A tea because the Chick-fil-A Arnold Palmer, that lemonade be so damn sweet. Sometimes I don't want my shit to be sweet like that. Like that should be too much. But anyway, so Lola Brooke don't play with it. Damn, baby. I hope she come. Real talk, she dropping that song with Ciara. Ain't Ciara and Lola Brooke, they dropping tonight, right? Let me get on the app and make sure I got Nicki ready. So, yeah, baby. Let's see. So we gaining 240,000. Okay. Let me go on my A&P. I be deleting so many apps. Like if I ain't using it, I delete it. I gotta put A&P back on my phone. You know, I got my other phone. Damn. Oh, my other phone is right here. Let me put A&P on this phone. Hold on. Nigga, you know you tripping putting that shit on. What? You're not on my level, and I won't stoop. And I'm the one that got you kicked out your own group. Chicks be always thinking that I'ma let it ride. I might not kill you, but I hurt you till you're dead inside. Third album in ya, still want to test Brown. I'm so hood, bitches know how boogie get down. It could be real drama. It's still the ill nana. It ain't a bitch walla. Any beef holla. Oh, I'm supposed to be okay. So let me get to the app store and download Amp, because I just want to see when she's gonna go live. I'm not gonna play it. So yeah, I got my new phone the other day. So the crazy thing about it is it's so much easier to come and just go live. Wendy Williams' brother slams her manager on video. So let's see. I want to download Amp. Cool. So let's download that. Oh, Nicki is on. Cool. Let me download that. Bitches King Kong. Bitches King Kong. Bitches King Kong. Bitches King Kong. Chinese links on. Siamese links gone. Call me 2 Chains. Let's see what she playing. Bitches King Kong. Come on, man. Hold on. Bitch is King Kong. Nicki is live on Amp. Except 518, 518. 518, 518. Fuck. Why did I do that? Yo, man. Now I'm about to delete this app and re-download it because once I put my business email in and it was trying to make me log into that and have to create a whole new profile. I don't want to create a whole new profile under my business. I'm going to use under my personal. That was just a mistake. So let's do that. 1, 2, 8, 5, 7, 6, 9, 4, 5, 8, 9. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Miss K-Lab says, "Is you high, babes?" At Lois Griffin says, "What's Tia?"
All right, I'm about to get up off here, y'all.
If I blocked you, bitch, get on. No, I'm kidding.
Is it a surprise coming?
It's on my baby sometimes, but I still love my babies. Hey. Afro Dude says we're gonna have a smart day today. I'm gonna start saying that. Ooh,
All right, yeah, I'm about to get up out of here.
Said, be nice. You 10 minutes late anyway. You know what?